All right, you beautiful people, it is springtime. Time to trade those blowers for mowers. It is time to start thinking about the 2023 lawn season, and here's some 5 helpful tips to help you along the way. Let's go. It's been a long winter. I was like hibernating, it felt like. I shaved my beard. I grew the beard the whole winter, but it's time to wake up. It's time to get outside, and I am going to show you how I get my lawn ready for the year. Tip number 1. You're going to want to pick up your leaves, pick up all the stuff that has accumulated over the winter. I mean, what is this? All the pine needles, all the stuff. You just want to pick it up. You need to get it off your grass. Along with tip number 1 is if you got any snow mold going on, if your grass was underneath the snow for a long period of time and your grass blades folded over and you see these little dead patches, well, that's just snow mold. So what you need to do, get out your best rake, just rake it up, fluff it up a little bit, and you'll be good to go. Tip number 2, before you get involved with fertilizers and pre-emergents and all that, you want to test your soil. I think it's important to test your soil so you know where your levels are of your nitrogen and your phosphorus and your potassium, all that kind of stuff. You need to know what your soil needs before you give it any fertilizer. Along with your soil test, tip number 3 would be to throw down your favorite fertilizer. Throwing down your best fertilizer is usually what you got in the shed or something you picked up last year on discount. Our North40 sells Milorganite, and I was able to snag a couple bags on discount, and that's what I'll be throwing down first. Milorganite is a great fertilizer to start off the year with because it is a slow release nitrogen. It's not going to burn your lawn if you have to go days in between waterings or if there's no rain. Let's go. Gotta go a little faster. You want to have good overlap here. There we go, there we go. Looking good. So let's say you've done your soil test. Let's say you've done the first fertilizer. Now, what you want to be looking for is your soil temps. When it starts to reach 50 degrees in your soil temps, you want to be throwing down your pre-emergent. The pre-emergent that I use this year will be Tenacity. I love Tenacity. I use it, I've used it almost every season because usually I'm overseeding with Kentucky bluegrass. And last year I even started from scratch, so I used Tenacity because it works well when you're overseeding or seeding a new lawn. Prediamine's the other one. Prediamine is a great pre-emergent as well. Whichever pre-emergent you like to use, whether it be granular or liquid, just get that down when the soil temps reach 50 degrees. No more weeds. The 5th and final tip that I have is just start your water system. If you haven't had rain in a week or any sort of water, then you want to make sure that your lawn gets that inch to inch and a half per week. The springtime is a little bit different because the mornings are cold and it gets that dew, so the soil is a little bit more moist. Especially if you put a pre-emergent down, just make sure you get some water it in at the next day or two. So it's time to fire up those irrigation systems or your hoses and sprinklers and get some water on the lawn. Ooh. Okay, is that it, Emma? Are we all done? No, the last step is always to clean up, huh? Isn't that what Mom always says? Uh-huh. Okay, I guess we'll clean up. We'll call it a day. Just do whatever feels comfortable for you. Start out by mowing the lawn, even if you're just picking up the leaves and sticks and everything. Then throw your favorite fertilizer down. If you don't have a pre-emergent, it's no big deal. Just treat the weeds as they come up. Try and pull them out or some sort of herbicide that doesn't kill your lawn. Use that. Try and get your weeds out of the lawn. Get some water on the lawn and you're going to have a successful year. We are going to dominate the neighborhood. So stick around. This is going to be an epic year, 23. Laters on the Menche. Are you ready? Don't fall asleep. Huh? go watch Gonzaga? Should we go watch some basketball? Go. Gonzaga. Gonzaga. Go, go. Gonzaga.